In those years since the Long March, UNITA has built a disciplined army. More than 40,000 regular troops able to move in the government-held north as well as the south. We accompanied a patrol in the northern provinces. Supported by the local population, who are disenchanted with the central government, UNITA's troops travel lightly, depending on villagers to provide food. We were awakened at 3 a.m. and told to be ready to travel in 10 minutes. We were taken to an underground bunker, a UNITA war room, for a briefing that would describe the forces that were arrayed against them.
As far as the foreign military presence.
Although the UN is monitoring the withdrawal of Cuban troops, the civil war continues with unabated violence. Gorbachev's support for the regime in Angola is in stark contrast to his stated aims of openness and restructuring. Despite the presence of Cuban troops and billions of dollars in Soviet weaponry, Savimbi says morale has never been better.
But for the fact that our soldiers, the morale is very, very high. And yesterday I was speaking to a friend when I said that the crates coming from the Soviet Union, they are bringing in MiGs and tanks, but they're not bringing in morale. The morale is with our people.
During the Reagan administration, the U.S. again began supporting UNITA. But UNITA's only dependable support has been the South Africans, who have an interest in seeing the Cubans withdraw. They provided air support and on several occasions crossed the border to indicate to the Soviet and Cuban leaders that they will not let UNITA suffer a final military defeat. The MPLA relied on the Cubans, a political liability that Savimbi turned to his advantage among Angolans who saw the Cubans as an occupation force. Pedro Van Dunham, a senior member of the MPLA Central Committee, defends the Cuban presence.
In reality, the Cuban troops are here because of the friendship between our two nations, our two sovereign countries. They are here to help us confront the external aggressor, directed by South Africa and the United States.
Directement financé par les États-Unis de l'Amérique.
Each fall, the MPLA, along with Cuban troops, have launched massive offensives to capture Savimbi's headquarters in Jamba. But in some of the largest battles in Africa since the Second